Hi everybody, my name is Alisha. Welcome to part 2 of the sentence structure series. This series covers the 4 sentence structures of English and will help you improve your writing. You'll learn how to connect your ideas, correctly punctuate your sentences, and write long sentences that your reader will be able to understand. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the 4 sentence structures of English, the compound sentence. Let's get started. First, let's define the expression compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence made of 2 simple sentences, or 2 independent clauses. A simple sentence is a sentence with a subject and a verb that can stand on its own. When we put 2 of these simple sentences together, we create a compound sentence. Here are some examples of compound sentences. I ate pizza, and she ate pasta. She slept, but he worked. He exercised, and I mowed the lawn. To check and make sure you've got yourself a compound sentence, take a look at the parts of the sentence on either side of the comma. Full sentence on the left? Great. Full sentence to the right after the connecting word? Great. Compound sentence. Easy enough, right? For more about simple sentences, you can watch part 1 of this sentence structure series. This video covers independent clauses, simple sentences, and lots of variations. Next, let's break down that in-between part of compound sentences. To make a compound sentence, we have to connect 2 independent ideas, right? To do that, we can use a coordinating conjunction. You're probably already familiar with these words. English has 7 coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. The most commonly cited way of remembering all of them is with the acronym fanboys. The letters in this word represent the first letters of each of the coordinating conjunctions. So, what does a coordinating conjunction do? Basically, the job of these little words is to connect 2 independent ideas and establish some kind of relationship between the ideas at the same time. We use coordinating conjunctions to show reason, to indicate cause and effect, to show contrast, to indicate additional information, and so on. When we use a coordinating conjunction to connect 2 simple sentences, we also need to make sure we correctly punctuate the sentence. In this case, the punctuation rule is very simple. Add a comma before the coordinating conjunction. Our earlier example sentences do this. The basic pattern we see here is simple sentence A, comma, coordinating conjunction, simple sentence B. Most compound sentences will follow this rule, even if the independent clauses are quite long. Here are some examples of pretty long compound sentences where we apply the same punctuation rule. I had already eaten dinner, but my roommates decided to order a giant pizza. Driving at night means reduced visibility, but my idiot friend doesn't seem to care much for safety. She left for the airport at 10 a.m., yet her flight doesn't take off until 7. You might be wondering, okay, that seems easy enough. Do all compound sentences follow this pattern? And the answer is no. And this might make you think, oh no, how many other complicated rules do I have to remember now? And the answer is just one. Instead of using a comma and a coordinating conjunction, if you want to show a close relationship between 2 independent clauses, you can connect them with a semicolon, like this. The sunset that night was so beautiful. Pink and purple clouds floated across the sky like giant pieces of cotton candy. Sports injuries should be cared for by a professional. Letting an injury heal without proper treatment could lead to future complications. In place of the comma and the coordinating conjunction, we use a semicolon to show that the 2 ideas are very closely related. Using a semicolon also makes you look very smart and sophisticated. Some might ask, well, isn't the semicolon really just the same as writing a comma with and? Not necessarily. Using and to connect ideas gives us additional information about something, yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean the ideas are closely connected. For example, let's take our first semicolon example. The sunset that night was so beautiful. Pink and purple clouds floated across the sky like giant pieces of cotton candy. Using the semicolon shows that there is a relationship between the beautiful sunset and the pink and purple clouds. The clouds contribute to the beauty of the sunset. We could write the same sentence with and like this. The sunset that night was so beautiful, and pink and purple clouds floated across the sky like giant pieces of cotton candy. This sentence is totally fine, yeah, but the use of and here to connect ideas doesn't convey the same connection between the colors of the clouds and the beauty of the scene. We're just getting more information about what was happening at the time. We could put anything else that happened that night in place of the second independent clause and we get the same vibe. The sunset that night was so beautiful, and we enjoyed a delicious dinner overlooking the ocean. They're connected in the sense that they happened at the same time and in the same setting, but they're not connected in that one clause isn't contributing to another. Honestly, in most cases, the difference in nuance is pretty small. So when you're thinking of using a semicolon to connect your independent clauses, you can ask yourself, are these two clauses really closely connected in some way, or am I showing a different kind of relationship? Ultimately, the decision is up to you. There's no right or wrong decision here. Play around and see which sounds best to your ear or fits the rhythm of the sentence if you're not sure. Great! In this video, we talked about compound sentences, coordinating conjunctions, and joining independent clauses with semicolons. Let's do a quick recap of the basic points of this video. First, a compound sentence is a sentence made of two independent clauses. Second, when joining independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction, make sure to place a comma before the coordinating conjunction. Third, you can connect two independent clauses with a semicolon, but this is done when the ideas are very closely related. That's it for episode 2 of the sentence structure series. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you want to leave a question or comment, or if you want to practice writing some compound sentences, feel free to do so in the comments. Of course, if this video helped you, you can help me by hitting the like button and sharing this video with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more writing, punctuation, spelling tips, and more. I'll see you next time. Bye! Compound sentence is like a double sentence. That's very professional. We put them together. Great job. Okay, bye!